estimated 258 million widows around the world, and nearly 1 in 10 live in extreme poverty. As women, they have specific needs, but their voices and experiences are often absent from policies that normally should impact their survival. Today we focus on widowhood. We equally talk about their challenges, how they could survive as widows. The program is Turn Up, Still Does. And welcome to another exciting edition of your program Turn Up, a program that is broadcast every Wednesday on CANAL the English. And today we focus on widowhood, their daily challenges, and how to empower widows and help them to regain their rights. If you want to participate on today's program, you can send your reactions on the numbers you'll be seeing on your TV screens. You can equally tag us on Facebook and on YouTube. You just need to type Ndih Turn Up and you have all of past editions. And we have invited just the right persons to talk about widowhood in Cameroon and around Africa, their challenges. We'll be right back after the jingle. I'm sure you want to know who my guests are. We have invited just women. They are all women. They are widows. They have gone through a lot as widows. I'll go ahead to introduce or tell you who they are. I have Madam Alumbia Alice Victorine. She's very close to my side. How are you today?
Oh, thank you. I'm fine.
Okay. We also have Ako Suzanne alias Africa. Now, how are you today?
No, I am doing fine, ma'am.
Now, why Africa on your name?
Because I am so social.
Okay.
So that is the reason that they call me Africa.
Okay.
I am an African lady.
Okay, which means you're proud to be
yes,
an African.
I am proud to be everywhere and every time.
Okay, thanks a lot. Now, Madam Alumbia Alice. Alumba Alice Victorine.
Yes.
Now, you are the president of Antenne Emine City. That's Peka Dos. Now, what's it all about? Be comfortable speaking any language, even if it's like speaking pidgin. I will take it.
Okay. Firstly, I'm widow since 3 years.
Okay.
The problem of widows is that
I'm asking first about the
what?
Emene City.
Yeah.
Now, what's it?
Emene City is a quarter near Sitabak, Picados.
Okay.
There is the widows are not educated.
Okay.
They don't know exactly what to do.
So you are coordinating the widows of Peka?
I'm coordinating Picados widows.
Okay.
And it's very difficult to me because they mean that there is a CPDM meeting. They mean that there may be a political meeting. And now to get them to come and join us is a problem. I'm fighting to help them to come and join us.
Okay. Which means that you have like identified widows in Peka 12.
Yes.
But your problem is bringing them together to discuss the problems of widows. That's the problem.
The problem.
The problem is it that they shy away, they're afraid of coming?
They shy away, they're afraid.
They don't want to expose their problems, or they're afraid of family?
No, they are afraid for money. They mean that they are widows. There are no money to attend again another meeting. Who will ask them to pay something?
Okay.
Is the problem that.
So they don't want to like is the financial aspect part of it. Yes. But is that what you're asking from them? That's not.
No. There is not financial.
Because I want you to say it in and out. When you come together, do you ask any finance? Do you ask any money from them? Now, what do you focus on?
Focus.
Now, what do you talk about?
As we are a new association.
Okay.
We have new association for 2 months.
Okay, just 2 months?
Yes,
okay.
just 2 months.
Okay.
They don't know exactly what they're waiting for them. So I want to explain them that there is not a problem of money. Come first and register your names. By 3 months later, we will explain you exactly what we are waiting for you.
Okay. So it's a problem of coming together as an association of widows, discussing your problems and how to move on
Yes.
as a
yes.
widow. That's what it's all about. It's not about the financial aspects coming to contribute for one jangi or whatsoever.
There is
It's
no
about
jangi.
talking about your problems and how you're moving on. Now, for how long have you been a widow?
3 years.
For 3 years now.
Yes.
Now, what really happened?
Really
Did you undergo any traditional rituals as other widows go through?
In my country, I'm Yambasa girl.
Okay.
We don't
As
have
Yambasa is from where?
Bukito,
Okay.
Mbam division.
In BAM, that's the center.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have any ritual after the death of your husband.
Okay.
They call us whites. Because
Okay.
we don't have any ritual when the husband died. After the burying, you can wear every clothes you want in your suitcase. You choose every clothes you want to wear it, even hair, you know, the cotton. Even violence against widow, we don't have.
Okay. Which means that even before, you never had it, it has never existed in the
No.
past. You've never had it before. It's not part of your culture. That's what you're talking about.
For us, widows are not maltreated. I should not maltreat widows. Don't.
So how do you mourn your husband? How do you mourn?
Mourn is what?
Mourning means when your husband died. What do you do as a woman?
Ah, okay. The family, then the seat
Okay.
or the family.
Okay.
How can you bring? How much can you bring? How much can you bring? We found of we look out how cost the death can cost us. We found money. We do the death. We bury it. It's all.
Okay. Which means that if you're married to a man from the center who died, what if you got married to a man from a custom or from a tribe where they practice widowhood? What would you have done?
What I have done?
What would you have done?
What would I have done if I married
Yeah,
somebody
yes,
who is not in my country?
yes. Where widowhood, where the widowhood is the rituals is performed.
Well, first, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
In our church, it's forbidden to maltreat a widow.
Okay.
When the husband died, after the burial, the pastor comes, he pray for you.
Because we have traditions that they say Christianity should wait, the church should wait. Here is tradition. All right, I'll come back to you. We have Ako Suzanne. How are you? How are you today? I love the smile. At least it's encouraging us to move on.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking about widowhood. For how long have you been a widow?
Oh, since the year 2011.
What happened? Can you tell us your story?
2009, I got accident. From that time, my husband told me that I will no longer see you because you are suffering. I said, why? She told me that I would travel. I said, where are you going to go?
Okay.
She told me that no, when the day will reach, you will see it. After a year after, I got accident 2009, 2011.
Okay.
My husband died. From 2011 to now, I am a widow.
Okay.
After that, my husband was a poor man. The family abandoned the corpse in my hand.
Okay.
But because of grace of the Lord Jesus Christ and my entire family, I call upon them. I said, this, look at my situation.
Is it that the family was like blaming you that I killed them?
No. The family of my husband said that he's a poor man. You know,
his own brothers told you that his own family.
Yes.
Okay.
The family of my husband, they abandoned the corpse in my hand.
Okay.
Yeah. Before then, I called my entire family. I told them, this. How am I going to do with this cough? I don't even have a leg to put it on the floor. How I would. My family told me that if that is the case, what do you want me to do? What do you want us to do?
Okay.
I say, help me, one and other to bury the man. I call my cousin that are out of country from America.
Okay.
They sent me some of 700,000 francs to carry my husband to the village. I from Manfe, Upper Bayan.
Okay.
I'm a Bayangi.
Okay.
And you know when what is called Bayangi, they have their own culture. When I went to the village, they asked me, can you explain why your husband died? I say, I am free because I know my hand is clean.
You told them your hands are clean.
Yes. My husband loves me and I love him. I cannot do nothing funny against him.
Which means you were like accusing that you killed him?
Yeah, yes. You people can go ahead and do what you can do as a traditional culture.
Okay.
And they did it.
What did they do?
No. You know, in our culture, when somebody falls like that and die, they will accuse this, you are the one who have killed him. They will come and look for medicine.
Give you some concoctions
yes,
to drink.
And put it on the cuff to him to come out and to come and decide if it's true that you know something about. Sometimes they want to kill you. Okay. Or in short, we give something funny to people to know that you are the one who have caused the husband dies.
Now, to you, what are the traditional rituals that you went through after the burial of your husband?
Yes, before burial, you have to get 14 days. You will not bath.
Okay.
They will not give you food in your hand. If they want to give you something, they put it on the floor. They push it like this. Even water, they can't give you. If you want to eat, except you have a very nice sister-in-law or mother-in-law, will carry you behind and give you something to eat. And when you eat, you come and sit down there.
Okay.
After 1 month, they will pay some of money.
Who is paying the money?
You the widow. You will pay money to somebody who want to go and bath you. They will carry you into the swim. They will bath you. They will come to the house to give you new lunch.
That's after going through the 14 days?
Yes.
That's the end of the 14 days?
Yes.
You have another...
Days. Yes. At the end of the 14 days, they have the other days. Now they will ask you the amount of money to pay. They will invite somebody to come and bath you. After bathing you, they shave your hair. They tie you a new run.
Okay.
Now they will ask you to choose either you will mourn your husband with black or white.
Okay.
I mourn my husband with black for 2 years, 6 months. I could not greet somebody with my hand.
For 2 years, 6
months.
months,
Yes.
you mourned your husband. I could not greet anybody with your hands.
Yes.
For 2 years,
and
6
6
months.
months. That is our culture.
And you respected it as you were not greeting anybody.
Oh my God.
So what about a stranger? If a stranger comes to you and the stranger doesn't even know, embraces or gives a hand to turn it down?
No. They will tell her that is our culture.
Okay.
I must do that. We will follow it.
Now, how did you feel during that period?
No. On that period, I am in the house. When I want to go to the market, I will call my daughter to accompany me to the market.
Okay.
We will buy, we come. From the 2 years, 6 months, I am indoor. I am not going anywhere. I am indoor.
Was it so difficult to?
Yes. And I'm on my husband, my brassiere, pants, all is black. I will not put earring. After 6 months, I will shave my hair. After 6 months, I will shave my hair until the 2 years, 6 months. I will now remove the black.
Is that the practice that is generally with the Bayangis?
That is our culture.
Everybody, all women go through that same process.
All women go
now,
through
is it what is still practiced up to moment as I'm talking to you?
You know,
or a lot of change. We have some.
Right now there is a lot of a change because they say in those days, people they have already gone, so you can get married to a girl from Bamileke or Douala. It will not do same.
Okay.
So that is a big change
There's,
from now.
there are a lot
But
of
if
changes.
you are the real
Bayangi.
you must do
But
that.
if you are not a child from the soul,
yes,
but you
it will
got
be-
married to a man from there,
Yes.
will you go through the
no, there will
rituals?
no, there will a change.
They will do it, but it's
Not
like
too off to
like
that level.
a child from the land.
Yeah.
Now, what if you rejected it?
Oh.
We have women who have rejected, right?
Yeah. When you reject, you see it yourself.
What happens to you?
You know, our culture, when somebody dies, they come out. Like Jesus. They say, die, come out. It's our culture. When you don't respect what they have said, you will see your husband. You will see.
The husband disturbs you?
Yes.
He disturbs you
Yes,
because you did
disturb you.
not the woman.
Yes.
Because you did not mourn him.
Yes, because you don't do what they ask you to do. It will disturb you.
What if you're
If you go out of the man,
Mhm.
if you go out of the man, you have already spoiled everything. It could easily kill you.
So which means I cannot get married even
No,
after the morning?
No, after the morning you can get married. But
Okay.
on that 2 years, 6 months, nothing do. You do nothing.
Okay. But now if you're a Christian, you're a Christian.
Yes.
So there was no way for you to, what were the pastors telling you? Nobody told any, they told you to respect your tradition?
If you are a Christian, I myself am a Christian. If you are a Christian, the pastor will come there and preach. He will tell
The
you
tradition remains
that,
tradition.
Yes, the traditional remain tradition.
Now,
Because you yourself, you cannot be free if you don't do that. You cannot be free.
now, what's your regard to widowhood in Cameroon? Do you think a lot is still being, do you think it's still being practiced and nothing is changing and women are still subjected to it?
Yes. There are women with, they don't even care to do that, but there are women who is still doing that.
They're still suffering
Yes.
from widowhood.
Yes.
And they have no choice.
They have no choice. They have no choice.
So you cannot say no.
No. If you say no, they will not force you. If you say no, okay, you will see it yourself.
Madam Alice, you cannot say no to it.
Oh, for us, I don't know what I can do because in our tradition, we don't have
That
violence.
is contrary to
Yes,
what
we don't have.
what you just said, because with the Bayangis, we are talking of the southwest, that is what is being practiced. But in the central region, like you just said, you are not subjected to all those, like I'll say, widowhood. They have friends.
Yes,
Now, what are your
yes.
friends telling you? What are the other areas where
Bon,
the women are subjected to such forms of
for
traditional rituals?
we have in francophone side regions as Bulu, Bassa, Douala. Really, widows are suffering. I don't know exactly what they do inside house, but what we see outside,
Now, what do you see outside?
yes, is very. Comment je peux dire ça? Ça fait pitié. As my sister said, you don't talk so. When they give you chop, then they give you fox with a don't burn. They don't burn. They burn fox. Then they put you chop for down like a dog. If somebody want to speak to you, to come and visit you, there is
At a distance.
yes, there is a woman in front of the door. You pay money before you enter. Great, the widow way.
So you are
in
here
the
to
room.
say no to it. You think it's not good.
It's not
Is that what
good.
you're saying?
It's not good.
Now, what is not good about it?
C'est l'esclavage, la maltraitance,
It's slavery.
violence. Yes,
Okay.
violence. Et what is ce qui fait mal is sister-in-law.
Okay.
The sister-in-law, the sister of the former husband.
Okay.
They are the ones who maltreat the widow.
Okay.
Forgetting that in other families, they are married there.
Okay.
C'est ça qui fait très mal.
Okay. What if they tell that, okay, you have to get married to the brother or whatever? I've seen it in other cases where widow is asked to get married to the brother of the husband who just died. Generally happens.
No. In Bayangi, in those days, when your husband dies, they will propose a brother for you. This your next husband. But now,
It's no longer, it
No,
does
it's
not,
no
does,
longer-
but did they propose that to
no,
you?
they can't do it again.
Did they propose it to you?
No, no.
Okay.
No.
Now, I want us to watch this story. It's talking about widowhood. It's just a historic of what widows are going through on a daily basis. Let's watch. We'll be right back.
Anyambewem lutu iyemengem konunai johenai njihai naime ndila mesebewe uhel babele ubengeme ata meye sosogo songime Anyambewem Noto iyemengem konunai johenai njihai naime.
This is a treatment reserved for some women upon the death of their husbands.
Ubengeme ata meye sosogo songime.
In some cultures and traditions, in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, and also in the northern parts, women most often undergo some traditional rites when your husband dies.
Ni diabète bisombo nolime we tension imborime lihabli machel linterime ata meweli nangi kon songime.
And this marks the beginning of widowhood.
Anyambewem wongi uyemengem jalikeng ni mayot bisombo nolime meyeng
Most often, the widows are kept at one corner of the house, forbidden from greeting or talking with people.
meweling emingel songime.
Only her fellow maids, older widows, have the right. Widows who have embraced Christianity most often reject these rights, while some cultures have gradually abandoned such rights after measuring or seeing its devastating consequences. The loss of a man is devastating. For many women around the world, that loss is magnified by a long-term struggle for basic needs. Their human rights and dignity, they may be denied inheritance rights to the piece of land that they relied on for livelihood, or evicted from their homes, forced into unwanted marriages, or traumatizing widowhood rituals. They are stigmatized for life, shunned and shamed, and many abuses go unnoticed. Juries have attributed the ignorance of many widows about their rights to the fact that they do not know the law that touches on marriage. Juries argue that for any widow to be able to fight for rights, she must first of all know what those rights are. Widows are thus advised to meet experts or specialized associations in that domain. Welcome back. We have Madam Ndih Yvonne, who is a coordinator of the Network of Widows for Douala 5. She's right here with us in the studio. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I love the smile. You are the coordinator of the Network of Women's for Douala 5 municipality. Now, for how long has this network been existing?
We are in the 4th year. Thank you for this opportunity for us to talk about this network in Douala 5. We started this in, is the mayor of Douala 5 who started it. And then he knew that in his municipality we have that group of women who need assistance. Social and judicial assistance.
And widows fall among those group of women.
Yes. So he said that they should look for these widows. So in 2016, we started 2016. We brought out about 300.
300 widows
at
already.
That year.
All right.
300 at that year. And then the next year, we came out with 800. And then it went on to 1,000. Next, and now we are around 1,800.
1,800 widows just in the Douala 5 municipality.
And all that.
I'll have a lot more even who have not even registered. Who are living in those,
yes.
They are shy, they don't want to come out.
Yes, we have a lot more. And these widows, as we get to them, because we get to them through the different quartiers and villages. We go to the quarter head. And then the quarter head
assembles try to identify.
Them, and then we tell them what the mayor wants. Because since it's the council who is taking care, because it's one of the prerogatives of the council, social activities, helping these widows. So we ask them what we do. We only ask for their marriage certificate, death certificate, and the photocopy of the ID card. There's no financial.
What if you're not even married? Because maybe some don't even have marriage certificates.
So sometimes when we go to these villages, these quarters, in some places when they come out, we have about 400 women, and then when we give them this way of for people to be registered, most of them go away because they are not married. You see big women with many children.
So one of the criteria is that you must be married legally to your husband?
Because it's the government. It's the government. And then so, in that case, we are trying to make them know that we don't want that they say come and stay. They should try to make sure that they are their children also, because as they are there, these widows that we are taking, their children also should be legally married. Because if you are not legally married, you are not covered by the government.
Okay.
If you are covered by the government, it's case if there's something serious.
Which means that if we have this widow there who was not like, maybe it's not her fault that she's
It's not their fault.
married legally married to
Exactly.
the man. Maybe she
But-
tried
but
and the man did not make it
exactly.
apply
But
it.
what we tell them, if we can have something that shows us that you were married.
Because some will tell you that maybe traditional marriage to somehow.
Yes, we accept.
Yes.
We
So
accept.
the traditional marriage,
Yes,
all right.
we accept.
But maybe you don't have the legal document maybe from
Yes,
the
we,
courts. You
we
will not.
accept the traditional marriage. Means if you go back and then we have
They give you paper.
they give you traditional paper that you are married. It's okay
But
for
at the
us.
same time, you're trying to discourage this scam will stay
Yes.
phenomenon.
Yes, we don't want it. We don't want it. And then now we tell these widows that you have children. Don't make them to go. If they are getting married, let them get married well.
Okay.
Because if not, they will not be covered by the government.
But now I've seen situations of widows who are legally married, but they still go through a lot
Exactly.
as widows.
Exactly.
Now,
Those are the ones that we have them.
okay.
We have them. Those who are
So how does the paper cover you when you still
When
have
the
them
paper
and you still undergo the torture?
No, that is why we are calling them, all of them who are, when you come, we have, then now, if you have a problem like that, we have it. We come, the mayor has taken judicial way of handling things. We have lawyers. Just like last week, we had this our day. We had lawyers who came, and then the women who had problems came to them. Even the other time, the other women who had problems, they went to these lawyers and then they helped them out. And then some of them are taking now their pension. Yeah, yes. And then the new ones now who did not know, they have brought their problems to the mayor and to the lawyers who have been given by the mayor.
Obviously, the lawyer too cannot stop the traditional rituals.
No, these women that we have now, they are those that we have their documents, that they have problems.
Okay.
We have them a lot. That some of them that they have taken they want to take their house, or some of them they have taken land. That is their brother's house, is their brother's land. Even vehicles they have taken. So now, what they have, the lawyer now has to go and plead
On your behalf.
on behalf of the women.
Okay.
So is the council taking care of that? So we have so many of them.
All right.
We have so many of them that they have registered, and these women are the women that we have in our book. So we cannot go and talk about any person who is outside us. So all those who are inside in that 1,800 women, all of them, anybody who has a problem, you bring it up, and then we take it to the social service, because in the council we have that social service. So they go and see the chief of service, and then they put up all the documents, and then now they find one of the lawyers. I think there are about 3 of them that we have seen. They find one of the lawyers who is ready. At that time, we take care of the particular ladies.
Yeah, I want us to. You are the coordinator.
Yes.
And you're also a widow.
Yes.
Now maybe we can hear your story, because I would like to hear your story, and I believe that there are others out there who want to hear your story, because they think that maybe as coordinator you're not a widow, because to become a coordinator of such a network, maybe you were affected one way or the other. Now, what pushed you to lead this association?
Yeah. It's a pity, but well,
I know you don't want to go back into the history, but I'm sure
it's about I can say it's about 30 years now.
Okay.
Yes, it's 1988.
Okay.
I lost my
That's a long time ago.
Yes, that's a long time ago. And I was wearing that black for 3 years. It was not easy.
3 years.
Yes, it was not easy. And
you see, it was your personal decision, or we were forced to do that?
No, since I was going through problems, I said that okay, as I'm going to stay there, if you want to do anything with me, let me just finish with me there, and then you bury me by him. That is a decision that I took.
Okay.
Yeah, they bury me by him, and then when they were worrying me too much, and then they wanted to take the key of the house in the village. They want to take the key of the house in the village, and that I should. I said, okay, if you say you want to take the key of the house, me, I'm going to dig my husband's rest, and I'll take it to my father's place. We argued. you don't want, if you want to take the key, I'm going to make sure we dig the body and then we take it to my father's place. Yes. So in that argument, they saw that I was, it was hard. So that I was not easy with them also.
Because
So-
you knew your rights.
Yes.
Because there are other widows who don't even know what to
Yes.
do. And that's why we're here to talk about.
Yes. Because if you know your right, you will fight it.
You fight it.
You fight it. And then at the time, even at the beginning, as you say, when I just came with the body, they were putting the body in the house, they cut my sister-in-law. They went and cut what they call banana leaves.
Okay.
They cut the banana leaves. They come and put the trunk of the banana. That's my bed at the end there. So I was staying on that thing for some days
You
until
sleep and you sleep on it and you sit on it the whole day.
Yes, sleep on it.
For how long? For as
Some few
long
days.
for
some
few days. Okay.
Because my family had to buy it,
Okay.
and then had to give me a small mattress
Okay.
so that I can put it there. So that was how it was not easy. And then and then the sister-in-law makes as if they also would not have a problem like, and they had it there.
Which means that the problem was more is like your in-laws took it as a personal problem. It's like they
Yes.
wanted to torture you.
They want to torture
Did
me.
they accuse you of killing?
Yes, that was why they were torturing me.
That you killed your
Yes, I
husband?
killed him.
And that's now when you talk with other widows, what are their problems?
When
Because I know they're in your association, and when they come to
They
you,
come, they talk.
they tell you
So
the
I
problems.
tell them, because when they see me, as they say, when they see me, they are not sure I'm a widow. Yes, but when I talk to them, I say this, and if I have gone through this and I am where I am, and God has blessed me, and God has given me this grace, I want us to share. I want to share this grace with you, so that people should come, and then if there's anything, we talk it, and then we make it in such a way that you don't take it as a problem that you cannot
Cannot
solve.
solve.
So when you get confident,
Because you have your kids
yes.
to handle.
And my first son was just 18 years.
Okay.
He was just 18 years. Just had his back. Yeah?
Okay.
Yes. So I told them, if God has blessed me, He's also going to bless you. But only accept your statue. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Make sure that nobody disturbs you. So that you'll be able to take care of your children, and then bring them up to be what God will want them to be tomorrow.
Now, I want to ask Madam Alice that now, what is the right posture? How do you behave immediately you lost your husband as a widow? Is it that you get people to help you, to tell you what to do? Because at times, I've seen widows who are confused. They don't know what to do when it happens. Your husband dies. It's true, you know that there's tradition. Now, what do you do?
As I told you first, in our country, you don't have that violence.
There's no
against,
problem,
you
so-
know, no problem. Me,
Bert, no problem.
but my mother, my grandmother, my auntie was behind me.
Okay.
That the in-law, they not be being said, they not be get power
Okay.
to come and reach
So
me.
you have people beside you. They
Yes.
tell you
My
what
family
to do.
was
Okay.
behind me. If they ask you this, if they ask this, for us, they not do them.
Okay.
No agree.
Okay.
They not do them for us, not agree.
Which means that you were like listening to your family more.
Yeah, more.
You ask your
Listening
family
more
and your
thing.
friends
Yes.
that what do I do?
Yes.
You don't just like go ignorantly and you just like you're giving in
I
everything.
didn't know what to do. Fortunately,
Because I know why I'm asking that question because I have a lot of widows out there. When your husband died, they don't know what to do.
my
get lost.
husband first, when he was alive, he was what we call in English enfant unique.
Okay.
The father married a second wife after, but for Ibami, it was alone.
Alone. Okay.
He told me that my wife, I have not more love in my family. They don't love me. If I died before you, don't sit down to cry.
Okay.
Don't sit down to cry. Tie your wrapper. Organize my death as you know.
Okay.
Bury me in the good condition.
Okay.
Because if you sit down to cry, oh, my husband done that, oh, my mother, many things will happen to you.
But
What will you
at
do?
times, even when you tell your in-laws those things, they'll say, they'll wave it away that maybe, because
Eh,
maybe at times they don't even know the last words you had with
and
your.
as my husband refused to go to village, the rest, he showed me in the compound when they will.
Where they will bury him. Okay.
My in-law vex.
Was so angry, okay?
Then vex. They say, okay, as he refused to go to country, we too, he refused to collect money.
So you bury your husband alone?
He, presque, what they give was insignificant.
Insignificant, okay. Now,
I bury him alone with my relatives, my friends, my
and
family.
they not send you out of the house. You continued. You did everything normally.
Yes.
You were there.
Yes.
But they tried to send you away.
No, I told you that in our country, our tradition, we don't have problem.
Let me.
We don't have problem.
Lucky. I'm sure some widows will say this is a lucky widow.
We don't have
Maybe.
problem. Everything
Okay.
your husband has is yours.
All right, let me go to Madame again.
Yeah.
Now, how should you behave as a widow? What's the right thing to do when your husband dies? Because
You should-
widows are out there, they're
Yes.
watching you.
Yes. When your husband dies, you have to look at every bit of thing that is moving around you and make sure that you don't make mistakes, and you try to listen. And even if you want to confront, you want to go ahead to do something against your in-laws, you make sure that you are doing it in the right way. But be calm and respect them in a way that you should not be afraid of them. It's when the widows are afraid and you show ignorance and you show that you don't know your rights,
That's where
that is when they do what
they
they want
pounce
to
on
do.
you.
Yes.
Okay.
But if they know that this woman, they cannot
You cannot try anything on you.
on her,
Can even temper.
yes, because if your family also, and they should make sure that every widow's family, they should be behind their their child.
Okay.
They should be behind their child, and they shouldn't, because if they are not behind their child, it's a war between two families. I don't know how to say it. It's a war between two families. Yes.
But if you have support from your family, if you
Yes.
have backing from your family,
Yes.
your family is right there
Right
standing
there.
and fighting
Yes.
that no, she's not going to do this.
Yes.
No, we say no
Yes.
to this, we don't no
Yes.
to this.
Yes.
Okay.
That is so. It's very important for the family to be behind.
Okay.
I'm saying this just I have one person that is just now a new problem that we have. So I was asking the lady, where is your family? Because if they are doing
Which
this,
means that you need to be in good terms with your family
with your
as
family
well.
too.
Because if you're not in good terms, maybe when you were married,
Yes.
you said, what people should go away.
So-
I'm just married to my husband. You were not
Yes.
taking care of your family.
Exactly.
And when it happens, what happens
It's
to
very
you?
dangerous too.
Which means that family is family.
Family. So the widows, if the problem is very strong on you, know that your family, your own personal
family.
they've left you.
Okay.
But if your family are with you, you are going to go through it.
But there's a problem. Most widows don't know their rights.
Yes, the widows don't know their rights because they are not informed. And then they think that when they just lock themselves in the house, or they don't go, because most of them, they don't go to social, like when the government is doing certain things, they don't go out. They don't mix with people. And then when it happens to them now, they have not heard, they don't know what to do. But when now they go out and they mix with people, they will know what to do because they don't follow. Like the government has put the women's affair that talks about widows. But most of these women don't go to the meetings, so they don't know. They don't know. So I would tell them.
Do you
that
think the women are sensitized enough? Because
No.
it's true that we have the Ministry of Women and Empowerment.
Yes.
Do do you think they're doing their job enough on the field to sensitize these women, especially go to rural area? Because it's not about just earning in big cities and talking to women. Or maybe we have the June 23, which is the International Widows Day. You do ceremonies where you eat and you dine, and then after that you go back and sleep. Is that how you work? Is that how it should go?
That is not how it should go. They should try. It's a pity, but they are doing, but it's not yet enough.
Okay.
They are doing, but it's not yet enough. Because I even talked to one of the delegates the other day. I think we should go back to the drawing board. It's not enough, because we still have widows who don't, they are ignorant of their rights. So I don't know how the government is going to do it, so that these widows, I don't know if they have to put it in school, or I don't know. I don't know.
That's teaching widowhood in school.
Yes.
So I mean, they tender children.
Yes, I don't know how to do it, because it's not enough.
Because the problem is about denouncing.
Yes.
If a woman doesn't say, I'm being tortured, I'm going through this problem,
They are shy.
nobody's going to know about
They are
it.
Nobody can help
shy.
her.
But we have these associations, we
They are
have
shy.
lawyers. By the time you talk about it, you have people to help you. Even in your Njangi groups, wherever you find yourself, even in the church, wherever you find yourself, I think there are people who can help you.
Exactly.
So the problem is about denouncing.
Denouncing, because some of them are shy. You know, when they have stigmatized a widow that she's a witchcraft. If you lost
She's
your
a witch.
It's a witch. When you lost your husband, you are a witch.
Okay.
You are the one who killed him.
So they hardly want to say that they are being tortured. But if you say you are being
Maybe
tortured,
they're afraid to also stain the man's family. They don't want the man's
is
family
the
to know
thing.
that
They don't want
I
it.
have.
Yes.
So,
They don't
and
want-
so some of them will tell that, no, I'm protecting my children. I'm
Exact.
protecting. That's generally what they'll tell you.
Yes.
The widow prefers to take it on her, take all the suffering. She say, no, I'm doing it on behalf of my children.
That's what they do, and it's wrong. And it's wrong. And then you'll be suffering there, and you will not go ahead taking care of the children.
All right. Now, I want us to, we're talking about this is Turn Up on CANAL, the English program that seeks empower women and the girl child. Let's watch this jingle. We'll be right back after the jingle. Welcome back. We have Ako Suzanne, alias Africa, who has joined us back here in the studio. Now, I want us to tell us about your discussions with other widows. Now, what are the type of sufferings you see them go through?
Yes, my discussion with other widows is to give them heart, because I myself, I saw it. You can look at me, I don't even have a leg, but
you're strong
I'm
and you're
strong
healthy.
because I know the God is control. So my advice to the other widows that they should be not afraid
Okay.
for anything.
They need to be strong.
Yeah, they need to be strong. Under rich or poor, they must be strong.
Okay.
And again, we have our father, Mr. the Mayor, Douala 5, is there for us,
Okay.
the widow of Douala 5.
Okay.
Yes, he's taking care of
Alright.
us.
Now, we are talking about the widows of Douala 5. We're talking about widows all over Cameroon because it's the same situation they are going through. I was saying that anywhere you are, you need to belong to an association. You need to denounce your problems. You need to say it to somebody so that you can have help. Because we have associations all over Cameroon. Anywhere you find yourself, there should be a gathering to talk about your problem. And then, I mean, you've seen a situation, a widow who died out of torture.
You see?
Did I'm saying that you saw a widow or you witnessed the situation, the case of a widow who died out of torture. Can you tell us a little bit,
Yeah,
few minutes about it?
I have a friend. It's already late. By that time, my husband was alive. She lost her husband because of the bad family of the husband. They torment her every time, and he didn't have the power.
She could not withstand the torture.
Because of that, she died.
She had to die.
And
okay.
the children are now scattered.
They're dispersed.
Everybody going away. They don't even know where the children are.
Okay.
Because of the torment.
Those are the consequences.
That is the what I want to tell the other women.
Okay.
You are not asked to wish that you can lose your husband, but if it happened that you lost your husband, please be strong.
Okay. All right, now let's go back to Madame Yvonne. I want us to talk briefly about the association, the network of women, of widows. Now, how the association is true that it was put up by a council,
by the mayor,
of Douala 5. Now, we are trying to, how do you sensitize? There's a problem of sensitization. Now, how do you want to go about it?
Yeah. We started we entered into different associations and talked about widowhood. Then we saw that it was not enough. We hadn't enough. So the mayor now wrote to all the chiefs. It was a note. He wrote to all the chiefs of the quarters and villages that he wants them to identify the widows. So that is how he sent us on mission. We went to the different quarters and then we identified them. And then they brought out their, we told them what we needed to register. And so that is how we sensitized them. And then they brought their documents.
They still need to do more sensitization.
We are still doing it because we are making every month, once a month, we have our, what they call General Assembly.
Okay.
We have three people who come, 3 or 5, who come to the headquarters. The headquarters is my place, at Statistic.
Okay.
So they come there, and then we exchange, and then they take back the message of the mayor to their different quarters and villages. So that is how we do. And then from time to time, he sends us again. We go to the different places to talk to them. And then we see how they do.
Now, how often do you follow up with widows? If you see that a widow has a particular case, she's tortured, she's going through sufferings, she just waits from day to night. So that
there's no time, there's no limited time. Each time there's a problem, we take the problem to ourselves. And then the mayor, we take it to the mayor, and then the mayor, now it's the mayor's problem. It's no more our problem, it's not the mayor's problem. And then apart from taking care of problems, he said that the widows should not be, because some of the widows were not doing anything. So
I wanted to ask about that.
With the information that we had, he wanted them to come out of their loneliness.
Okay.
So this association brings them down, that to come out of their loneliness and meet with others and share their problem with others. And then now he said that they should teach them to do income generative activities.
Okay.
And then this one give them a lot of anxiety now to
so it makes you to have focus on that and forget about the other problems.
Their widow. So they have trained them in doing so many income generative activities, and then they are doing well. If you go, they have their money in their account, so they are doing very well. So that is thanks to the mayor's idea. And then apart from that, we have started these widows. We have started identifying and sensitizing the orphans of these widows.
Okay.
The orphans of these widows, because the government has certain program for youths. So now we want to help these widows by helping their orphans.
Okay. Now, we are going to continue with this topic next week, but this time around, we're going to bring legal minds to talk about the rights of widow and what the law says. So it's a topic we're going to carry forward to next week.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to give us your last message to widows, just 1 minute each.
Yes. My last message to
Because you're
widows,
talking now to widows. 1
yes,
minute.
my last message to widows, that as we say, they should be strong. And then these widows, if they have anything that is worrying them, they should bring it up to the council. The council is open. The mayor, Evander Gisav, is open. He has a listening ear to their problems. And then he said that if anybody touches any widow in Douala 5, you have touched him. So they should not be afraid and they should come up. And I want to send a message to our Anglophone sisters. Our Anglophone sisters are shying away. You don't see them. They are shying away. And then when you see some others, they say no, they cannot wear this council material. So we say that the council material, if you think that is CPDM, inside the council you have SF, UPC, UNDP, you have everybody there. You will find yourself in one of
So it's not about politics. It's about discussing the problems as widows.
They are widows. So if they don't come, they will shy away and then they will have their problems and they will not have help. So that is why I'm saying that the Anglophone sisters should come and then join us, and then anything that they have as problem, judicial, social, will come. The mayor is going to hear them.
All right, I want to thank you, ladies, for honoring the invitation. And to you all there, we're talking about widowhood. We're talking about the challenges of widows, and we're telling widows today that if you have a problem wherever you find yourself, you should have somebody to talk your problems to. We have associations everywhere. We have gatherings everywhere. You should start by denouncing, and you have your problem solved. The program was Turn Up. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.